TurboTick Level 2 trading application is a fully featured Windows-based program that provides real-time streaming market data and direct market access to the major North American equity and options exchanges. It includes features such as the Level 2 window, charting, watch list, time sales, scrolling news, option chain, portfolio, and much more. Upon launching the application and logging in, the trader's previously saved layout would appear. Traders have the ability to set multiple layouts and can toggle between them. If you go to the upper left-hand corner of the TurboTick toolbar, click the TT icon, go to Open Layout, show us a list of available layouts that we can open. Before exiting the application, the trader is prompted to save the layout. Next time the trader enters, it will come up the way he last left it. To start, let's take a look at the main toolbar. You can quickly launch new windows or other instances of already open windows just by clicking on any one of the icons. So for example, I have a Level 2 window open. If I wanted to open up a second, just click the new Level 2 button. Symbols can be added to the watch list just by clicking into the symbol column and entering the symbol. So if you come down to the bottom of the list, I don't have any available spaces. Enter the symbol, hit enter, you'll now have that symbol added to the list. Symbols can be deleted just by clicking on the symbol and pressing the delete key. They can also be inserted anywhere into the list just by pressing the insert key on the keyboard. Traders have the ability to sort the data that's in the column just by clicking on the column header. So a click on the symbol column will alphabetize the list. A second click will alphabetize it in a descending fashion. A right mouse click in the watch list window will bring up a menu. Important items here are the preferences, which give you the ability to determine which columns are displayed and the order in which they are displayed on the watch list. Gives you the ability to format the alignment, grid lines, the sorting, as well as changing colors. If we come back into the right mouse click menu and go down to Link to Group, we're going to set this window up to be part of a link group. I'm going to link it to Group A and hit OK. When a double click occurs on any corresponding row for a symbol, it's going to update whatever other windows are linked to that group. So the next window we should take a look at is the Level 2 window. The Level 2 provides not only the market depth, which is all your bids and all of your offers, but will also show you all trades that occur in real time. The trades are color-coded. Green means a trade at the ask, white is a trade in between the bid and ask, red is a trade at the bid. The Level 2 window will also show such pertinent baseline information such as day high and low, bid ask, cumulative volume, net change, and the volume weighted average price denoted here. Traders can also place orders for any equity or option from this window. Once an order is set up, a press of the buy or sell button will initiate a trade instruction. So if we wanted to purchase 100 shares of Apple right now, we can do that by clicking on this price and pressing the buy button. You'll see that when that order trade message was instructed, it at first appeared in the top portion of the portfolio window. Upon execution, went down to the bottom as an open position. Let's come back to the Level 2 for a minute. As I mentioned before, we can link multiple windows to a link group. A right mouse click in this window, go down to where it says Link to Group, will give us the ability to now link this window to the watch list window. So if we come back to the watch list, double click on a symbol, you'll see that it will automatically update the symbol that we're seeing in the Level 2 that is linked. Moving along is the portfolio window. This is going to give you a snapshot of what the account is doing, giving you an open, unrealized P&L, and total realized for stuff that we've closed out previously. The portfolio window is broken up into two different sections. The top section shows you all open orders, which you can then cancel from this window. The bottom section shows you open positions. Along the bottom portion of the window are 4 tabs: open positions, closed positions, giving you a profit and loss for each, your order history, and your buying power for the day. Show you margin, cash, and the multiplier. The portfolio window, as I mentioned, you can cancel orders here. So we have this pending order to buy 100 shares of AT&T at $34.80. Click and cancel. We'll remove that trade, that order. The next window I want to take a look at is the chart. The chart is a very powerful window. It's totally customizable like other windows. A right mouse click on the chart window will bring up a menu. We have the ability to change the symbol and format, the colors. We can add indicators to the window. We can add drawing objects. Let's start with the format. You'll see that right now we're looking at Apple on an intraday 1-minute chart. We're displaying the last 160 bars, and we're looking at a candlestick. If I wanted to, I could change this to open, high, low, close bar chart. You see that is reflected immediately. Sorry. Let's go back into symbol and format. Let's change it back to candlestick. Let's say I wanted to display the last 500 bars. Hit OK. It's now going to bring up a 1-minute chart that spans multiple days and gives us the last 500 1-minute candles. You can use the up and down arrows on the keyboard to zoom in or out. So let's get us back to where we were before. A right mouse click in the chart window going to indicators. You see that we already have a moving average indicator added onto the chart window. Let's go in and let's add a MACD. Add indicator. Once the indicator is added, we then have the ability to customize that indicator with respect to color and the cycles. We can add this to directly over the chart panel, or we can have it open in its own section. Let's leave it open in its own section. So we see that right now the MACD did open up in its own section. The charts, like other windows, can be linked. We come in here, link to group. Let's link this window. Hit OK. So we now have a watch list, level 2, and 1-minute chart that are linked. A double click here will update both of those windows. Typically, traders will open up multiple charts and have multiple charts linked to one singular level 2. A reason being, if I was trading Dell and I want to open up a 1-minute and a daily chart to give me a historical look of how Dell's trading, I could do that. A right click, link to group. We want to link this window additionally. So now by changing the symbol, it'll update both charts. The next window that I want to take a look at is the time sales window. A click here will bring up the window. Typing in a symbol will then start the data streaming. The time sales window is a little bit different than the time sales portion of the level 2 window, in that the time sales window provides not only trade messages but also every time the stock requotes. It gives you a condition if a trade occurred at the bid, the ask, or was actually a trade in between. Right click can also be linked to the link group. Next window to take a look at is the news window. Let's click here. It'll open up our news window. We'll see that the news window is broken up into 2 sections. Scrolling headlines, full text of the story. If we wanted to read any story, a simple double click on the headline will bring up the full text of the story. You have the ability to set filters by either symbol or keyword. So let's say I wanted to only see stories that were pertaining to Lowe's home improvement. Typing in the symbol, hitting enter, will now show us a list of only those stories that are applicable to Lowe's. Top list will provide the top 10 symbols for each exchange by most active, gainers, losers, percentage up, percentage down, net change up or down. This window will update and refresh every 30 seconds. If we click this drop down, it will give us all of the available exchanges and the corresponding list to pull up. This window can also be linked to group via the right click, link to group. So a double click on any symbol here will update these windows in the link group. Last window that I want to take a look at now is the option window, the option chain. A click in the option chain window will bring up a window that includes all of the strikes and all of the months that this symbol goes out to. You'll see that we're going out more than 2 years on Apple, as there are options going out into January of 15. Window will appear with the ability to type the underlying symbol in this box. All of the corresponding calls or puts will be reflected. If you wanted to place a trade on any one of these option symbols, it's very easy. A double click will bring up the order entry window, where we can then place a buy or sell or short. To request a real-time demonstration, please contact your broker-dealer for a real-time login and password. Thanks for your time, and have a profitable day.